Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Star Cub Review. So sorry this is a little bit late, but this is part 2 of my recommendations for books. And these are some that I've read, currently reading, and ones that I've read many years ago but am revisiting. But definitely these are the ones I definitely recommend to anybody, especially if you're a horror fan or a manga fan. But yeah, these are generally the picks that I am currently going through that I would recommend. Definitely, with part 1, I mentioned some manga and stuff like that. But I will have pinned up on the top of my video my playlist for books that I've currently read in 2022 and currently reading now, with some reviews in there as well, so please check that out. And probably at the end of the video I'll have one of my recent videos that I posted with a review to my Alien books, so I'll have that posted as well. But without further ado, hello to everyone new, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget, if you want to continue watching my videos and keep up to date with everything, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date. And everybody returning, thanks so much guys, I really appreciate all your support. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I'm old school when it comes to horror, especially thrillers and that as well, but I definitely recommend a really good one. I think it should be on everyone, a staple for everybody, and that is Peter Benchley, and that is Jaws. Anything Peter Benchley really. I've read only a few of Peter Benchley's books, but Jaws was a staple when I was in middle school. Actually, I read this in middle school, and then I read it in high school, and it is a Peter Benchley, you can't go wrong with Peter Benchley. His stuff is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've not read all his stuff, but the stuff that I have read, I've read Jaws, I've read The Deep, and I can't remember any of his other ones, but I know that I've read those two. I read those two in middle school, and obviously it's not by Peter Benchley, but I do have, it's the novelization to Jaws 2, the movie. This one's by Hank Seals. I absolutely love this copy. It is in absolutely fantastic nick. And a little fact for you, see the chick on the front? There's another print of this without the chick on the front. She's completely out of the picture, and it's just the shark coming up, which is really weird. I've got the other copy on my bookshelf, but I read this when I was in middle school as well, and I revisit it every now and then because sometimes I forget. I forget what happens because it has been a number of years since it's been years since I've read it, but I had to pick it up because it's a fantastic book, and I really loved the second film, so that's that one. Now, another one that I have reviewed, I've reviewed the first book in this author's trilogy of books. I will flash it up on the screen. It's the Cthulhu Case books by James Lovegrove, Sherlock Holmes, but it's all based on the Cthulhu mythos. And I've read the first book, which is this one, The Shadwell Shadows. And what can I say about James Lovegrove? Absolutely brilliant. Get his books. Get all 3 of them, because they are absolutely amazing books to read. The first one, incredible. Start to finish, it hooked me. Absolutely perfect read. Get into it, people. Now, another one. This is a manga series. This is just collection 1, but it's Pokemon Adventures. This is pretty much the manga on Pokemon before the actual anime before the series, the original series, but this is a lot darker and very well written. It is a very different take on what we got, us kids in the 90s got in 1996 when Pokemon was released onto TV. It's very, very different. The Elite Four are very, very different in this. They're actually the bad guys. Some of the gym leaders are bad guys. There's a collection of them. There's heaps of them. I've only got the first 4, and I've read the first 3 in the Pokemon Adventures series. And they're very big. It's like a whole collection of them. Instead of collecting all the actual manga comics, the small manga comics, they come in a collection like pretty much like this. And like I said, I got the first 4 of them, but these are absolutely fantastic. You can't go wrong with those. And they're about $20 each at Barnes and Noble. Really good buy. And if you're a Pokemon fan, like I am, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, then definitely. Now another manga, this is from Type Kubo, and it's not Bleach, people, but Bleach is on my list. I absolutely love Bleach. Bleach is an amazing manga, so is the anime series, absolutely fucking fantastic. I absolutely love Bleach. But this one, I have to say, I'm waiting for the second volume, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is. A lot of people are as well that are into manga, that are especially into Bleach. But it's set in the Bleach universe. It's Burn the Witch. What can I say about this one? Absolutely loved it. I thought it was hands down one of the best manga I have read from Type Kubo apart from Bleach. But Burn the Witch, really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed this one. I love the characters. The story in it so far is phenomenal. But the characters in it some of the characters remind me of Bleach, some of the characters from Bleach. But it's a fantastic manga. I absolutely love it. And I can't wait to get the second volume of that. Some other manga I'm currently reading is The Legend of Zelda The Twilight Princess, based on the video game. I'm 5 books into that at the moment, but I am absolutely thrilled with that series. I've got 1 more volume to get, and then I've got the complete whole set. I've also got other manga. I've got Jujutsu Kaisen, Kaiju number 8, I've got heaps of manga. I've got Bleach manga. I've also got Record of Ragnarok, which I have not read yet. I've got the first 5 volumes. Someone recommended that to me, and that looks like right up my alley, so I had to buy them. But there's so much other the Chainsaw Man I haven't got, but I've heard so much about. There's heaps of Danganronpa is another one I recommend. The first 4 books in that series of Danganronpa was absolutely blew me away. Absolutely loved the first 4 set in that manga series. Absolutely fantastic manga. But this now the next one I bought, it's all 3 books, but I come from Australia, as everyone will probably know by now, but I don't know if this was a big thing in Australia, but I know in America here it is, and I've seen the movie. Guillermo del Toro did it, and I thought it was a fantastic film based on these books. It's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And it's Elvin Schwartz, and I just had to buy it, all 3 of them in a collection. I've heard so much about them. That's what it looks like. I've never read any of these stories. I know he was huge, since knowing obviously from the film and that. but then I watched a documentary on him and the books and stuff like that, and I was very fascinated by it. But I don't think I don't think Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was a big thing in Australia. I think this was more of an American thing, because I didn't even know these existed until a few years ago. So you can clearly tell there. So I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to scary stories. But other than that, that's some of my other picks for part 2. I will do a part 3 later on down the track, when I have got more books that I have finished reading. Now, from my first part 1, I definitely recommended Brian Lumley, H.P. Lovecraft. Those two, definitely a bloody staple. Brian Lumley's take on the Cthulhu mythos, I can't wait to get into that. I bought all 3 of those Titus Crow series that he tackles the Cthulhu and adds to it. So I can't wait to read those series of books. And then obviously James Lovegrove is another one, with the Cthulhu case books, the Sherlock Holmes ones. I will get on to the second and last book of that series and then add that into my recommendations as well. But there are a heap other ones from other authors which I will get to in time and put into a video for part 3. But other than that, this video is finished. Thanks all so much for watching. And I will have some more videos out. Probably have another 1 or 2 videos out today. So look out for those. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.